G'day my friends, Marty Ware here from martysgarden.com.au. Welcome to a new exciting video about the Hungry Bin. You see, I've been putting it through its paces for the last 7 months now and giving it all the trials and tribulations and trying to get the best results from it that I can. So that's what this video is about, guys. It's about the Hungry Bin, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever else I can dig up. Keep on watching. It's pretty damn cool. Marty's Garden is all about compost worms, composting, farming worms indoors and out, and growing some of the most awesome food around. You can learn how by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
Welcome world to the Marty's Garden Show.
I really believe that continual daily observation of your worm farms really makes a difference. We get to see their preferred foods, where and when they are laying their cocoons, and migration methods. Here you can see a trial I am running using tea tree bark from the forest in the top part of my Hungry Bin worm farm. It's very slow to decompose, but the worms really do like to weave their way over it, through it, and around it. So we're 7 months in to farming with the Hungry Bin. It's super exciting, and I'm changing the food in the system a little bit because a friend of mine rocked up with some organic chicken manure from his farm. And have a look at this stuff. I want to show you what it looks like when it's ready to use. It's like, this is all mixed into straw bedding and stuff. It's like dry, it's all caked up, and this stuff is the bomb when it comes to feeding worms. It makes one of the best fertilizers around, I believe, as a worm casting, and also like as a liquid manure that goes out through the bottom, a liquid compost. So I'll just get this off because I've got about 3 or 4 bags and I've been feeding them this one. So what I want to do is I want to show you how I've been feeding them. So underneath here, this is tea tree, right? I'm going to fold back the tea tree. If you look here, you can see here's one that they're feeding on at the moment, and I wet it down all the time, and this is all the wet gooey stuff that they're feeding on that's breaking down. And look at the casting that I'm getting underneath it. It's a totally different looking casting yet again. Look at the clay look, and the little baby ones all moving through it. They really love it. And so I'm ready to put another one on top and spread it out over the worm farm a bit more because they're getting used to feeding on this now. And they just, as I said, they really love it. And I'm covering them over with this bit of bark here that I got from the bush. 7 months on, I'm pretty damn happy with the Hungry Bin so far. You know, obviously there's some issues with not enough airflow and things like that. But look, the worms are eating, they're feeding, they're making me everything that I want that comes out of a worm farm. They're recycling, they're producing castings, and I'm getting the liquid down below. What we're going to do now is I'm going to actually get, I think it's the 4th time now that I've harvested castings from the bottom. So let's go on down the bottom because I haven't checked these for maybe 6 weeks or something like that. Let's have a look. It's a bit of a tricky one to get off. Got a couple of clips here, and it does get quite heavy. Especially, I made a mistake by watering just a minute ago before doing this, which has made it even heavier. So that was a bit of a dumb move. And these clips are a bit tricky for someone with a sore neck. So if you have a problem like me, the Hungry Bin might not be an option for you all the time. But we'll see if we can get this clip off. Oh man, this is a struggle, I tell you. She's heavy. I'm going to have to lift it up from this side again, Karen, and see if I can get this clip off. Oh, there we go. Let's get this out here and have a look. Now, is that really dark down there, that footage, Karen?
No, it's not.
It's not too dark?
No.
Awesome. What do you think of these worms in here?
I don't.
Huh? You don't like worms anymore. You used to like them.
No, I don't. I never did that.
So let's pull this out. Maybe it was all in my dreams that you used to love worms like me. And we'll just throw that straight in. It's quite heavy. I wish I had some scales. There's going to be some eggs and stuff in here, or cocoons. I keep calling them eggs all the time. Such a dilly. Been doing that for years, calling them eggs. But we'll have a look. Can't bring the camera in closer. And I'll show you the bottom here where it drains out, see? Drains out the bottom there. from the farm and then into here. And I've sort of made a bit of a boo-boo again. We do these type of things, but you know, such is life, right? We always make a few mistakes. So if it comes in closer, I've got Karen's gloves on today, look, purple Eden gloves. And if we look through here, you can see the little worms and things moving through. So I'll just come through and get them in the next day or so. And a whole lot of worm castings ready to go again. Now, I've been told by Hungry Bin that the castings will get better all the time as the worm farm ages. And I am finding that they are getting better all the time. And I reckon within a few more months, they'll get even better again. You can see that it's starting to get that smooth texture on it that you normally get on a casting. And now obviously I made it too wet because we made a few errors along the way, but hey, no problem. That's worm farming, right? Just remember not to do what I did and water your worm farm before you're going to harvest your castings. You're going to make them too wet and too heavy and too hard to work with. Yep, that's what we're striving for. Lots and lots of healthy, hungry worms. So what are my final thoughts on the Hungry Bin after owning it for 7 months? Well, I want to wait a bit longer, a few more months yet, 1 year, and then I can really put it through its paces. But so far, it's a bit heavy. And it's a bit hard for me to get down to get the castings because I've got a bit of a sore neck and I find it difficult to get into those hinges and things and pull it out. So if you're a bit elderly or you've got some problems with your neck or back, probably not for you. I'd go for a different style worm farm that you can move around. I find it's possibly maybe even too big. I'd cut it down to maybe half the size and then have a smaller one yet again for people that want to put it on apartment verandas out in the balcony and be able to move it around more freely. I do like that flow-through system. It works quite well and it's a pretty good housing as far as worm farming goes because it does what it needs to do, right? It houses the worms, it gives you the liquid you want, and you can collect the castings. And they do breed up in there, there's no doubt about it. I've been pulling worms out and giving to different people, and you know, I'm seeing the populations explode all the time. So overall, it's a pretty good worm farm. I think they could just improve it a little bit better for you and me. Anyway, look, if you're loving the show and you want to see more from me at Marty's Garden, make sure you subscribe before you go, because there's plenty more cool videos on the way just for you. Have a great day, happy gardening, and I'll see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now.
Dad!
What, Karen?
You totally forgot.
What did I forget?
If anyone else uses or likes the Hungry Bin.
And?
Like questions, Dad.
Oh yeah, questions. Seriously guys, if anyone out there is using the Hungry Bin or considering using the Hungry Bin, or want to try the Hungry Bin or anything to do with the Hungry Bin, put it down in the comments box down below and we'll get this thread going, get the story going, and we'll answer all the questions that need to be answered about the Hungry Bin. And Hungry Bin, if you're watching this video, we want to hear from you too.
That's better, Dad.
Yeah, cool. If you'd like to support the Marty's Garden channel, please click the thumbs up button and leave a short comment down below. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I'm trying to reach as many people as I can to get this channel really cranking. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks guys.